So, my friends, I show you my views on the fractal of the universe. This is a multitude of worlds based on the principle of 39 Earths, with 27 worlds per cluster, as fairy tales, myths, and many scriptures tell us. Many seek these lands behind walls of ice or other cells and layers, naively believing in rewritten scripture and utterly refusing to seek truth in complexity. In other words, it is reasonable to look for details between the lines. A rewritten story. Our world, like other worlds in our universe, is arranged according to fractal algorithm, starting from the omnipotent source, starting from the idol of each world, just like the ancients, from the root to the fruit, and our universe starts from the omnipotent source to each world. If we continue to use the tree analogy, we will find that there is not only one tree in the forest. They have many different shapes, sizes, and structures. Therefore, we can assume that the Almighty has more than one origin. They have many worlds. There are infinite numbers in fractal and infinite existence space, and each Almighty has unique structural parameters, but the algorithm is the same 36. 9. Continuing an interesting and mysterious topic about 39 Earths, I show you a visualization of a fractal universe. According to the principle of neural connection, our world is one of these neurons in the universe, but its core is limited. Don't switch, then we'll compare all these details to at least try to understand who we are and why.
Welcome, friends. As you know, we have arrived. Have time. I'm back to the topic of the universe. That is the structure of the world, or more accurately, clip fractal, fractal algorithm of universe. That is to say, speculation about what the world might look like outside our world. That is Lucan's dream. So you saw it? Examples on grape skewers. Where is the world? This tree is the tree of life. From the source to every world. There is also a very interesting version, where is the world? Ours is in there. Neuron cells. To me, this is not a coincidence, is it? I've said that before. That is to say, I won't be formal. I'll put it in. In the description, I played different videos.
People live.
The same 7 billion lunatics who live on rooftops say the most important thing in the universe is in it, not in it.
Outside.
No matter what we look around, it is there. In the world. Everything is hidden inside, under the protection of the nest shell, eggs, seeds, and so on. There is already a video about it. Can you watch it? I'll leave it in the description. And atoms, and about energy in the shapeshifter world. Once again, our cells are being considered. Again, the nucleus is considered, and so on and so on. That is, I will also leave this additional content of this video in the description. About the algorithm of the universe, I have a whole hour of video. We analyze the algorithm of the universe in detail, different angles, axiomatic rotation, and so on, and why you don't need to literally perceive, at least you don't always need to literally perceive the positive. Well, of course, there is the whole reasoning basis and so on. I'll add a non-female ad to your description that some people don't, which is important because it's all handled separately. We discuss the matter separately. To understand this video and its neuron concept, yes. In our world, for example, it is best to let everyone know this. Hello, everyone. Therefore, in the description, I will add how the ocean survives on the concave surface of the Earth's crust. There are also important points of understanding. Understand today's topic literally. Sunshine. And the stars gave me all the points, but I won't close this video. We'll come back to him now. Why? Because before understanding the positivity of the architectural world, I studied the model very carefully according to the Vedas. Not flat, not spherical, but flat, spherical, and so on. Honeycomb-like Earth, and so on. I'm also studying to broaden my horizons. I studied the Vedic model carefully. What fascinates me is the scale. This model is about scale. This is a huge scale, and this is a model that I have more or less. What do you say? It contains a theory about land. But here we go again. In the model, according to the Vedas, everything comes down to a plane. But our world is not a plane. Our world is not a plane. But I've been working on it. I studied the model carefully. I studied all these points, all these scales, and described there, yes, the world, the upper world, the lower world, and so on. But I don't have jigsaw puzzles. These are flat because the surface of the earth is not flat, it is not flat, and the world is not flat. And the algorithm of the universe, that is to say, the front point is not a plane. That is to say, the universe is not flat, my friends. It runs counter to living cells, and the incision is concave. We will now return to this issue again, but our world is not flat. I had this model when I started studying the sky of stars, so there are many records of stars themselves on the internet, which we call time itself. Yes, in this video, and by the way, I'll also stay in the description, I did this insertion, but where were they filmed? From the northern hemisphere to the southern hemisphere, night sky tried. I repeat naturally, I use the arrow to indicate that from the North Pole we can see the sky spinning counterclockwise. From the South Pole we can see on the contrary. Well, simple geometry, my friends. Why am I lost my way? This is a simple geometry. So, if we take a ball and rotate it, we look from above, we look from below. From above, it rotates counterclockwise from below, and accordingly, it will rotate clockwise. Why not? because it's spinning. The blue ball is spinning overhead, correctly spinning overhead, my friends. That's where we stomp our feet on this surface. Is he on our heads? There is a ball that is blue. It's spinning overhead. In this video, by the way, I will also leave in the description that we stomp our feet on the surface of the Earth's interior, a blue ball spinning over our heads. If we look from the south, as I said earlier, the stars rotate in the same direction, which is called 1 hour. Yes. In the northern hemisphere, we see an hour's movement around the North Star. On the equator, correspondingly, you are panoramic. Yes, what we see is this. What we see is an extended sphere. Look at that video. Yes, that video. He'll tell you a lot of things because the stars put all the dots on top of me. So we go back and we end it. I think it's a Vedic model. A lot of people, well, who's going to start analyzing this moment from a lot of people? The groove will converge because the Vedas are rewritten accordingly. Yes, so they have a little bit, really, these scales. Yes, these scales are really big, but these scales, the world is the world they describe. These huge scales. Yes, they describe, yes, because the universe is huge. But the universe obeys algorithms. The universe was built with the help of gray energy from the source of the Most High. Don't be confused with God. Rich people are not omnipotent. All above is the highest source of our universe because according to my observation and my research, our universe is not alone. That is to say, there are many omnipotents. Yes, Almighty God, there are many sources of energy. So in our universe, the energy from our source obeys and disobeys, but builds your doll according to the algorithm. According to the algorithm of the universe, yes, I repeat and go in circles, but it is important to understand this. Our world is not flat. Nothing is flat. Now, if we use a living cell, yes, a nerve cell to compare the most reasonable analogy in our world, then need to understand, go back to the video again. Energy in the shapeshifter world. Be sure to watch this video, which is very important for understanding. In general, the list of videos in the description. To understand today's video, look, guys, it's important to watch this. You can just watch it without praising it. So we have to close the atlas. Yes. We're going to close this atlas. What about him? Now we have to shut it down by force, otherwise it won't. To understand. Living cell analogy between nerve cells and hollows. This is what I said in the energy video. In the world of shapeshifters. It is important to understand that our world is occupied on the scale of macro world. So in the micro world, yes, our world is captured horizontally. The cells of living cells, neurons and cells. Where is it? Living cells, huh? At this point, moments are chemical, I mean. There is transmission. Chemicals, there is a slow one. It's easy. Where is the nucleolus hidden? Hide in. Core shell. This is similar to my animation. So there is a nucleus in the cell. And it's true. Hidden behind the nuclear shell. Just like our world. Yes, when you caught here. The nucleolus, by analogy, is alive. Cells are nucleolus and they hide it. Behind the shell, behind the sky, they gave us instead lamps and lanterns. Yes, the sun is the moon and so on. Next is, yes, they limit our lives. I mean, restrictions. This is a world of eternal creators without limits. I mean, unlimited access to energy, that is peace. No night, no winter, no death. Yes. You mean all the creatures? In that primitive world, they had unlimited access to energy, no limit, no. Shells. But then, after the capture, I repeat, the capture takes place above. Macro world level. So, on the micro world level, you mean you caught him? And our world is, in general, our luminous bodies are hidden behind the core shell behind the sky and we cannot get energy. And us, it's locked down. And cellular level, my friends, brothers understand this simple one, the truth. That is to say, if now, this is our moment, cells transmit information. The chemistry between them. That is to say, relative to the speed of light, this one is slower than this one. Slow energy transfer. Because there are nucleoli, mitochondria and so on, the pathway of cells is limited. Nucleolus removal, energy. What about our old days? Eternal creatures. You are the eternal body. We're human. We have no nucleolus, no shell, no nuclear shell. There are no restrictions. All this, that is to say, cells transmit knowledge and information at the speed of light. Yes, my friends, at the speed of light. At the speed of energy. Because of energy. Everything. It's important to understand that everything is energy. I have one of these circuits here. How long is it? Yeah. The wave becomes shorter and the purity increases. You mean more energy? We are restricted people. It's within 400. 700 and then me. Yes, that's what we see without equipment. No extra emulsions like this. That is to say, we can't see it before infrared rays and after ultraviolet rays. That is to say, if the dock is infrared rays, then it is lower purity and longer wavelength. That is, correspondingly, less energy is greater than the gap between the waves. Yes, energy. And with the increase of energy, the purity, energy amount, and speed increase accordingly. Yes, I mean, you and I are people in these bodies, and we have to work hard until night. By the way, is this an explanation for why? Many, yes, many, including my acquaintances. I like the purple light, so they are pulled there. Increase energy. Speed up and take all this out. restrictions. Because of energy, life. Life is energy, and we are human beings. We're creatures. We're creatures. Energy and my friends, who are we energy creatures? What could it be? No matter who says what, there is a circular flow of energy around our bodies, even around human bodies. That's it, in us. Although we are somehow trapped in these human bodies, yes, we have the limitations of chakras, yes, we have limitations. These implants are injecting drugs for us. Blood and so on, that's another topic. But inside these people, dirt bodies, the body was hidden. Energy, living things, that is, everything is there. Energy and energy are there. Everyone and us, restrictions. Soon, we happen to be. Speed, they limited it. Vasco unicoe. If, probably, measure the transmission rate of information, the human brain. Mine, yours, wait, I mean probably 500 kilometers. Each hour is slow relative to the speed of light. It's intact. Dear what? About another billion kilometers. I mean, an hour. Creators, that is to say, we are in the human body, transmitting knowledge without restriction and forming it first. The world around us, from energy, c, the speed of light. Now compare 1 billion kilometers per hour with about 430 kilometers per hour. 2 km. And if a lot of people aren't, they believe in the speed of the brain. They believe in something.
Accelerating collider.
These slow down the time. Those cat guys. Look at your cat, look at yours. Kotov. Look at other animals that live on others. Speed is higher than speed. What do we do for a living? What do we do for a living? Yes, yes, because cats don't live faster than us. Cats live faster than many reptiles, many snakes, even cobras, black mambas, and... Wait, yes. If you see it, your cat, she's watching in a corner or in a corner? Wall. Just like a cat staring at one point, don't think a cat is not stupid. It sees what we can't see because cats live on others. Then the speed. They got us. Other speeds. Up there. Of course, it's not the speed of light because they also... Bodies, yes. Clay, but much faster than ours, isn't it? On this topic, by the way, I will add more. This is a video like this. It's about speed and property cleverness. Plasma food. I do. That's it. Advertising, huh? Roughly speaking, a video. Well, go. Where is the video really? Tie it up. Yes, many have. The topic we put forward, we just... Let's go. They and connect them. I mean, in the video we are considering, Sergei's video. Alieva, yes, you are a friend, where we think the plasma difference is as high as 1 inch. These are strange objects. Yes, they really fly around on huge objects. Speed. We can't even keep up. Look at them, but enough. Yes, a good camera, we can see great things like all the feathers of Nizan are on the huge feathers. The speed is moving. Near us, we didn't even notice them, and there were huge ones. Speed if. Shoot the sky. Afternoon, yes, on a good camera, and then an angle. By slowing down this record, we can observe movement in the sky that we can't see with human eyes, but above us. All these service robots flying there are flying over their heads. Go find employees and see this circular world. Have them. They fly big. My friends, huge. And check, maybe anyone with 100 cameras. FPS and night vision can photograph and notice how they fly over us. These are interesting objects among huge objects. Speed, that's what I just said. This is the theme around nucleolus and nucleolus. Here again, we return to the analogy of cells and the phonology of the concave, where all the most valuable things are beneath the shell. And inside, the required attribute kernel A is, the occupied world is sure to happen again. Property. For captives, his world is a nuclear shell which restricts access, and in this inner world, it restricts access. Energy source that is in the form of owl. Analogy, the real world. The cage should look. That's it. The real world video world should. It looks like this, my friends, green continent. Summer? But there is no end. No winter, no night, no death. The loop is simple. Keep going. This is very important to understand. 39 states. Yes, that's it. What am I? Everything about what? I didn't until now. I spoke. They'll take you away. How did we do this? Far away land. Where is the outside world? Well, first of all, there is. Energy is ours. The world is like a bunch of grapes. What? Neurological. Like neurons, like grape clusters. Sailing in the oceans of the universe. Yes, in the outside world, in the outside world. Water. Yes, I had this view a long time ago, that is, the outside world is driven by water. David looks at our world from the outside, but our world, it won't collapse like a bucket. In the vacuum experiment, it will not collapse because it is at the center of our world. Yes, solar energy. I'll help you. Electromagnetics. Suspension pushes all forces. Push everything outside. Then there is the density game, in which there are light gases and heavier gases. A little heavier before the water. Then there is the liquid. Heavy elements. That is to say soil, stone, and so on. Next, until the shell. Which slope? All the observations. My shell is ours. Mila. By gold alloy. Platinum, yes, in heavy metals. But anyway, otherwise the outside world. I see. Fractal. Others? I mean, the outside world. More natural, like me. I think it's more neurological now. Internet, my friends. It's more like a neural network, and we are in this neuron cell. She does. Limited? The course of nucleolus. Limited by the sky that is in. We're leaving. Visit. Energy correspondingly opera Australians, that is, Antarctica has exports and. Into our cage, yes, into our cage. Earth. Into our world. It is not closed, it is limited, it is controlled by the rulers of the world. So we won't go into the cage next door. Yes, so we can't leave this cage from here. This is the cage. I mean, we're trapped, but we're trapped. Not always, my friends. Peace is, first of all, unified unity. Creator's world. Secondly, he is free. The world is free. And everyone has access to energy, unlimited access to energy. That's it now. We won't understand. A simple one. The world is one. Before being caught, we can't stick together. Bode, unified knowledge. There are no boundaries. Without a fictional state, there is no ruler. They only rule ours. Agree, and they are very incompetent to rule us with our rule. Agree, when? We, these creators, are locked in these bodies. We'll understand. What are we? We also stick together. Let's unite. We're very... It's easy. We'll get ours back. Free creation. A powerful world. That's it. Let's call it a day. I will add all the most important contents to the description. I wish you all the best, my friends. All the best. Reason on the way.
Absolutely everything is orphan energy, or rather, the endless movement of waves.
And
More precisely, the amplitude, length, and frequency of these energy waves to orphans are different.
in turn, all these waves,
According to the algorithm of the universe also has different parameters, such as
axiom,
degree, rotation, etc. And accordingly, the visible shapes are similar.
that's in
Lightning is on the shell of Nautilus, but the algorithm is the same.
369.